Hello and welcome to The Villain Was Right, the podcast where we look at movies and TV shows from the villain's perspective and dare to ask, were they really all that bad? I'm your host, Craig Fay.
And I'm your host, Rebecca Reeds.
And this week on the podcast, we are covering the family fun adventure with a surprisingly stacked cast.
The cast is insane.
Yeah, we're doing Cats and Dogs. Cats and Dogs. Alec Baldwin, Tobey Maguire, Jeff Goldblum, Elizabeth Perkins, Sean Hayes, John Lovitz, Michael Clark Duncan. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, it just keeps going. It's every person or every dog or cat that speaks, you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
So funny. Had you seen this movie before?
I had not.
That's crazy to me. Well, you were out of the pocket of it.
Yeah.
Because it's a 2001 movie.
Okay.
2001, I would be 11, but my brother would be 9.
Yeah, so that's like perfect for you. And in 2011, I was... Wait, 2001.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So I was in high school. Yeah, I was like finishing up high school.
So yeah, like this was definitely, you know what's so funny? This was a movie I definitely watched several times. Like I watched it certainly several times when I was a kid. We definitely had it in the house. There was a DVD kicking around for sure. And I could not tell you a single thing. Like I just completely dropped it, never rewatched it for however long, 15 years, 20 years, I don't know. And rewatching it, I was like, oh, this is a really good movie. I actually really like it. I think it's a bop.
It's more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I think the only criticism I could really level against it, like as a movie, is like, I was like, oh, this is just a kid's movie. Like that's,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like Shrek came along and everyone was like, oh, it's got something for the adults and the kids. And this is one of those movies where it's like, this is just for the kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is pretty much. There's one or two like
there's a balls joke.
Yeah, there's one or two like actually like pretty good. I wrote them down. That's a good joke jokes. But like for the most part, this wasn't a movie that a high school kid was gonna see.
No.
Because he heard it was hilarious from his friends with younger siblings or whatever.
But I think it's solid. I think it's a very solid movie. I had a great time watching it again. I actually think visually it held up.
Surprisingly.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, and like there's the talking dog thing where you can tell like, yeah, a dog's not actually doing that, but of course they're not.
Yeah, and I don't care.
I don't care.
I think it looks good still.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this looks good.
Yeah. The weird blend of CG and practical and puppet work and stuff like that, it all works.
At no point was I pulled out or bothered.
Yeah. Yep.
Great.
And the first like 5 minutes I was like, oh, this is a cartoon. Fine. I know what to expect from the rest of it. Like it set the expectation right away where it's like, this is a cartoon. You've got a dog chasing a cat. And he's like running into glass doors and smushing his face and
there's pies flying.
Yeah, and the cat's being launched from a tree and it was like, oh, this is a cartoon. Great.
Yeah.
They know exactly what kind of movie they're making, which is
totally
fun. But guys, if you have not seen Cats and Dogs, it details basically this war, this secret war that is happening or conflict between all domesticated cats and dogs. We sort of start with kind of, I guess, our main character Lou, who is a puppy, like a beagle puppy on this farm. And, the inciting incident is that dog chasing the cat. It's like this old bloodhound or whatever. And the cats abduct him in a car.
Hilarious.
And drive him away. And then they very much reassure you later in the movie that dog is fine and he is just retired now. But then they're like, we need another dog secret agent to be in this house because Jeff Goldblum is trying to come up with a vaccine that will stop human allergies towards dogs.
Yep.
So we cut to this like farmhouse where it's like Lou and a bunch of his like litter mates, and then this Doberman pincer cuts a hole through the bottom and like escorts all the puppies out and replaces them with like secret agent puppies who've been trained because they know that the Brodies are coming to pick another puppy to replace the dog that they lost. And Lou like hides because he wants to go on an adventure, and they end up picking him, who is not a secret agent. Oh no, take him home. the boy is real shitty to this dog. He names him Loser. Like, that's what Lou is short for.
Yep.
Loser, which, I mean, that's a villain in itself. Anyway,
I'm gonna talk about that. Yeah. I'm actually gonna defend that.
Scotty? Okay, well, shit. And then we do learn that so basically Lou gets taken under the wing of Butch, who's voiced by Alec Baldwin, and a bunch of other kind of neighborhood dogs who are all secret agents. Mm-hmm. And we've discovered that there is an evil cat plot to try and steal this formula because the cats don't want the dogs to not. The cats don't want the humans not to have dog allergies because then they get the upper hand or something. Yeah. Anyway, whole bunch of very silly secret agent stuff happens, and then the main cat, Mr. Tinkles, who's voiced by Sean Hayes from Will and Grace.
Yep,
which is great. He nails it,
nailing it. So funny.
He does finally steal the formula and reverse engineers it so that every human will get an allergy to a dog when it's released. And there's like a big fight, and Lou comes and he saves the family. And there's also like a subplot where the dad isn't spending enough time with his son. Mm-hmm. And like the boy doesn't want to play with the dog, and the dog chooses to save the family over protecting the formula. That's just, I don't know. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
There's dogs, there's cats.
Yes.
It's very fun.
I loved it. Thought it was great. Quick.
Mr. Tinkles at the end gets sent to a home with ladies who dress him up in silly outfits.
Yes.
So he gets what was coming to him.
No, I honestly, quick hour and a half, loved it. I was like, this is a bop. Loved it. If I had kids, I would show them this movie.
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay, you know what? Let's start with... I want to start with defending calling that dog a loser.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to start there.
Oh my God.
It is absolutely unfucking hinged that his mom is like, hey, so you just lost your dog. The love of your life is gone, okay? Get over it. I got you a new one. That's crazy. That's crazy how flippant she is. I mean, she's just like, here's the new one. Get over it. That's nuts. I'm sorry. This child's pushback on that puppy is correct, okay? Let it breathe. Let it breathe for a minute. This was a part of your family. He's gone now.
We don't know where he is.
And she just literally is like, oh, he's probably with another family now, making them happy. That's an insane thing to say. It's an insane thing to say. I think that mom's a villain.
That dog, in reality, in quote unquote reality of the movie, he was abducted by cats and like forced into retirement because he had screwed up. But like, in the human reality,
yes,
that dog has
could have
run
been
away
hit by a car. Something could have happened to the dog. You're not even putting up posters. You're like, I got a new one. We're fine. That's wild. Okay, so this I agree with you. When you look at a puppy, you don't want to call a puppy a loser, but like this kid's reaction to that dog is correct.
You have replaced my
beloved family dog. My mom's acting like none of this happened. Okay, that's wild. I'm going to be resistant to this.
To a new dog, yeah.
Like a mourning period. Yeah. Let this child chill out for a second. Let him request a new dog.
Yeah.
This dog obviously isn't for the mother, but she's like, well, we need a new dog because you're dad. And it's very like just
That's true. Yeah.
She's like, well, he needs one for his experiments. We need one around, so this is it. Deal with it. And it's like, no, or even if you are introducing that dog in, be like, but we're trying to hunt down, I can't remember what his name is.
Yeah, it's not important.
Whatever, yeah. Scruffy. Okay, we're trying to hunt down Scruffy. There's nothing. There's nothing. Okay, I babysat a dog for a week and I still miss this dog.
Yeah,
okay, do you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand.
And I'm an adult. I'm an adult woman. Okay, I can't imagine.
The boy and his dog thing is such a true cliche, right?
Yeah. well, of course he's allowed to be like, this dog's, I'm going to call it Loser. And she's like, okay, we'll call it Lou. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you shouldn't be pushing this fast.
Yeah. All right. No, fair enough.
Thank
fair
you.
enough. I'm coming around.
I'm coming around.
I just can't imagine seeing a puppy and being like, nah, that's not my dog, though. You know?
I just think, child, this is new. You're still want your old dog. I think that's fine. I think that's fair.
That's fair.
I think that's okay.
I'll give you that.
There you go. That's
I mean, I was coming here to be like, I don't know in what world you could defend calling a dog a loser, but
here we are. Here we are, Craig. Welcome to it.
I was also like, I can't believe I have to come in here and defend cats against dogs because, like, I love cats, but I'm also a dog person. We were watching the We Rate Dogs, the week in review thing that they do on YouTube.
I watch all the dog stuff. Yeah. I don't care. Who are the best dogs this week? I want to know.
I was just walking through the room and Kat had it playing on the TV. And the one this like past week was like, yeah, there was a kid and he went missing in like the wilds. And then like there was a search crew out for him for like 16 hours. And then all of a sudden this guy just looks out his front window and sees like his dog in the driveway with the missing kid, and like his dog had gone and found the kid and brought him back and had
Buddy,
stayed
you're trying
with
to make me cry right now.
Right. And the guy just goes like, oh, he's gonna get a steak dinner tonight, and I was just like, oh, like I was just like, I was like,
no, I can't handle it.
Passing through the room trying to do something else, and I'm just like full on crying.
No, it's not. I can't watch that. I'm gonna fucking bawl my eyes out.
And I was just like, and Kat's like, are you okay? I was like, no, I'm losing it.
I'm losing it. It's too much.
She's like, oh, it's too much. I was like, we don't deserve dogs. We don't deserve them. They're all too good for us.
Yeah.
But just the way his owner's like, well, he's definitely getting a steak dinner tonight. You're like, yeah, he is.
It deserves it. Deserves everything. You tuck him in tonight. He gets whatever he wants.
That's a good boy.
I don't care if he wants to play fetch for 3 hours. You do it. You do it for the dog.
Yeah. So that's the energy that I'm really struggling with coming in
I understand.
Here.
I understand.
Yeah. That said, if I can talk about Mr. Tinkles for just a minute.
Of course. He's the main villain. We got to talk about Mr. Tinkles.
Just even from an aesthetic standpoint, I thought he is one of my favorite villains that we have covered.
Hilarious.
Like there are points where it is clearly a puppet, and I am here to say we need more puppet villains.
Yeah.
Because it is hilarious. It is dramatic. It is over the top, and I love it.
It's perfect.
I loved every minute when it was kind of a janky looking puppet moving, and I was like, that works so well.
I thought it worked perfectly.
For that, that cat in particular, I was like, loved it. I honestly loved the look of all of the cats in this.
I thought they did a great job.
Yeah.
Puppet or not, I don't care what we're using. Very funny.
John Lovett's cat, which is, I think, supposed to be a little like, what was that famous cat on the internet? Anyway, Bubba or something, with the big eyes and the kind of dumb face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, he's great. Like, all the cats are fantastic. With a possible exception of, there may have been a little racism with the ninja cats.
Oh, right. Yep. No, when I watch this movie, I think my brain goes to kid brain.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get dumber. And I do. Yeah. No, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, don't get me wrong. A cat can be a ninja. Mm-hmm. If a cat's yeah, of course. Sneaky, works in the dark.
Yeah.
Deadly assassin. That's what a cat. That's if you were like 1-to-1 military thing. What is a cat? A cat is a ninja, of course.
Yep.
I don't think you need the Asian voice.
Yeah.
But you can have cat ninjas. You can have turtle ninjas. You can have
turtle ninjas.
I was like,
that's the, and that broke my brain for a second. I was like, right, okay.
Perhaps teenaged.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like that was the only thing that really upset me about the cats. But I was just like, yeah,
Yeah, and yet still not even close to as bad as the Aristocats. Not even in the same ballpark somehow. Yeah. But to talk about Mr. Tinkles, first of all, yes, epic, very good, just a great classic villain. You know what I mean? The mwahahas,
the over the top. No,
I love it. I'm down. I'm about it. Okay, so couple of points here. Number one, if people dressed me up in outfits I didn't want to be in, I would probably have this attitude as well. I would want this to be over. I would want this to be done. This is madness. Especially if allegedly you started from a point of ruling. What I will say to push back, because there's this narrative that it's like, the narrative is that Egyptians worship cats, and they're like, no, humans got that wrong. Cats were actually like their overlords, and they made them make the pyramids, and
humans just forgot that had happened.
And humans forgot that happened. Now that would be like us. To forget that something happened in history, certainly. But my pushback on this is going to be that the dogs are telling you that.
The dogs are telling you that?
The dogs are telling you that. So is that true or not? Who's to say? Okay, that might not even be a real thing, okay? But you're a species that can speak, that have been secretly been able to speak and just been chilling out and pretending that you can't this entire time. All I kept thinking was, that must be so hard. It was such a hard secret to keep when you're about to be put down. You're like, no, it's not actually that bad, though. It's not that bad. So no. Let's run another round of treatments. I'm fine. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
That's all I kept thinking of. Maybe the species that makes you shit in a box and decides when you're gonna die, maybe you don't want to be at the hands of those people anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that's super valid. Also, quite frankly, I don't think we're doing a great job running the world. Maybe it's time for our cat overlords.
I think a few things would improve with cat overlords.
I think egg prices would be down. I'll tell you that. I think those would be down.
Sorry, what's the connection there?
I don't know. I think it'd just be a priority for cats to have egg prices down.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, and like the way that they sort of structure it, it does sort of feel like the dogs are maintaining a sort of social order that is keeping cats down, for sure, but through humans. You know?
Yes.
So as you said, like let's even just assume that they are right about the cats forcing the humans to build pyramids. So the pyramids were built. I looked it up before. The pyramids of Giza sometime around 2600 BC.
Okay. Yeah.
Which means that the pyramids are further back in time from Jesus than we are forward from time from Jesus now.
It's so fucking weird that we do time by Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, not officially, but like...
but you know what I mean? I'm like, that's so crazy to think about every time I think about that.
But anyway. Like, that's the zero. Yeah. But like, to the point where very famously, like, when the Romans came around, the pyramids were already very, very old. And mysterious, right? Like, they were like, who built this? This is crazy. Like, Egypt was still around, but like... Egypt's history is so fucking long, right? Anyway, so let's assume that the cats did build that. That was so long ago, man. Like you can't keep a whole group of people down for something that they did almost 5,000 years ago.
Yeah, I agree.
Crazy. That's a crazy long. And you're holding these cats. Like, you're holding these cats in a position of, like, subjugation to humans in this thing now, right? Where you're like, this is the order that the dogs are having, where it's like, you can't speak in front of humans. You can't communicate your intelligence to humans. You just have to be here, and we as dogs are never going to let you get the upper hand again.
Yeah.
That's oppression right there.
Yeah. The mice are being kept down.
The mice are being kept down.
They're like, we offer you Australia. I was like, that's so funny.
And also, what about mice in Australia would be a very bad thing. Anyway.
What do you mean?
They're not native there.
Oh, are they not?
No,
I didn't know.
No. Yeah.
Really?
Mice, yeah, and they were brought over by Europeans, and the rats and mice and stuff ate like a lot of the eggs of like ground nesting birds who didn't normally have any of those predators, and they wiped out a whole bunch of things. Invasive species are a huge problem in Australia.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. But rats are real bad because they just like go and fucking eat anything that's on the ground. And if you nest on the ground, if you do this, you don't have any defenses. Anyway, don't send mice to Australia. Is maybe my one criticism of the
plan
of Mr. Tinkles plan. But anyway. All I'm saying is like, and clearly again with these dogs, right? We see them, they have spy equipment. They have like computers.
Yeah.
They have like rocket sleds and secret underground layers where there's like world conferences of dogs and that sort of thing. And so clearly they are like an industrialized society.
Yeah.
They have the means to manufacture, distribute technology. And these dogs are all just like, no. We're just going to like not pretend we can't talk, pretend we're not intelligent, and we're going to keep cats down to maintain that. I don't think that's right.
Okay, here's a question. Okay, if there was some sort of, let's say, some sort of alien species that makes us their pets, are you down? Are you into it? If they let you do the things you're like, oh, they love playing video games, so I let him play his video games, and then I give him a treat when he's doing good.
So my initial thought is like, no, I am an individual. I need to live my own life. I need to do my own things. On the other hand,
some days I'm tired.
Yeah, right?
I'm so tired. I'm like, sometimes I do just want somebody to pet my back and give me a little treat. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I look at a dog's life and I'm like, that seems okay.
That's not bad.
Seems all right.
That's not bad.
Oh my God, I'm so sleepy.
That's what
There's so many problems. You know what I mean? Wouldn't have to worry about the economy.
That's true. It's just, it would take a lot of pressure off where you're like, first of all, your dinner is made for you. Like someone just like puts down.
But you don't get to pick either. That's okay. That's I think where things start to veer. You know what I mean? Because it's like you kind of got to do what you're told in a sense.
Yeah.
Although I think with treats I could do better tricks. I don't think I pressure myself
like
ever to do better.
You'd learn to juggle.
Absolutely,
because you're like,
I would.
Okay.
Well, I love steak. Like, let's go. Okay. I love it. I want a steak dinner.
Do you want a chocolate bar, Rebecca? Chocolate bar? Yeah, juggle.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay. I'd probably be very skilled at the dumbest shit. Okay.
I mean,
I want that cupcake, baby.
In a very broad sense, that is what we do right now.
I mean, if you really break it down.
I mean, we dance and we entertain people, and head on over to patreon.com to give us our delicious treats.
Head on over there
to make us run and jump and do your bidding. I think I could agree to that. I don't know if I would ever get tired of it. You know what I mean? Like, I do think, like, one thing that would stress me out is sometimes I think about this with my cat, Mo, which is that he never leaves the house.
Yeah.
He's a house cat, not allowed to go outside. And he never sees another cat or another member of his species, except for very rare occasions when we're, like, looking after a friend's cat or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Desperate for conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think if that was me in like an alien household where I'm just like walking around and I don't have any human contact and I can't really communicate up to them.
Yep.
Other than like, oh, Craig's banging on his dish right now. He must be hungry. Like, But I'm like, I'm starving. Come on. Filet mignon.
Let's go.
No, mac and cheese again. Damn it. Eating the same thing might be repetitive, because like I feed my cat the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Being stuck in the same place might be a little repetitive, as we know from COVID.
Is this thought process making you think about how you treat your cat?
Yes. All the time. Like dog, but like if I was a dog and like I get to leave the house and I get to like go to the park and see other, like if it was like I had every meal guaranteed to me and no stress and I could go to the park once a day and like meet up with Rebecca, I'd be like, Rebecca!
Hey! Yeah! And there'd be like different, stuff that's like, oh, I have a Rebecca. They're a work dog. I have to keep them busy.
Yeah.
Like I have to, this is a border collie situation. Like,
yeah, Rebecca would be a border collie.
Mentally stimulated. Okay. Or she's going to chew all the legs off the couch. So please.
So maybe I could. Maybe I could be treated.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you think?
I think there are aspects where I'm like, oh, like I think there are honestly some people in our society today that kind of get treated like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where it's like, okay, your job is just to, be pretty or, sit around or do whatever. I don't know what your thing is. And, I'll pay for everything and you just kind of, chill out and get waited on. And I'm like, every time I think about that and see that, I go, I think that'd be good for a week. I think it'd be great I'd love that week right now. I'm tired. I'm so tired.
It's been a busy week.
Oh, yeah. I'm so fucking tired. I had 3 shows tonight. I'm so tired. But I would get so squirrely so fast.
Yeah.
Like every time they talk about like, universal, what is it? Basic income.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, it'll make sure nobody will want to work. I'm like, no, most people do. Most people want to work. Like you even have a joke basically about that, about like retired people. And it's like, they're the busiest people on the planet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like most people have to be busy. And the people that don't want to be, I think they should be allowed not to be.
They're not. Yeah. The people who don't want to be are not the best members of your team right now.
Well, they're not going to move the needle. Let them sit home. That's great. Let them do it.
I always have the thought of like, there's like the people who don't want to work, the people who do want to be lazy, the people who don't want to do anything. They're the people, you work with people like that, or you have. And so just think about it. I'm not saying you, I'm saying you in general. But it's like, just think of that person and like when the shit really hits the fan and they're the person that you tell to go on a coffee run. When everyone needs to be on their A game and you're all going to work better if they're gone for an hour.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's that person.
Or maybe you need to recover. Maybe it's not even like your default. You're just like, oh, I'm in the trenches right now. I'm really depressed. I'm like, I would love for you not to be here then, to get better, to do whatever you need to do. Like I know I would be, and I do this every time I go on vacation, whatever. I get almost like, I would say like borderline like depressed about at the 2-week mark. I hit a wall.
So like a 10-day
I hit
vacation.
A hard wall. 10 days. Perfect. Long enough, because that first little bit, you're just catching up on sleep. Okay, you're not even enjoying yourself. You're just like, you're in survival mode still. And then you start getting midweek and you start going, oh, okay, like I can actually do some fun stuff that I like and chill out, whatever. And I get about like... I get 2 weeks in and I am sad and I need to do things and I need to create and what have you.
You got to get to a little bit to a point where you go like, this is my life now. So, and but in a good way. And then you can get bored of that life now. But you got to kind of forget about your old life for a bit. And that's the magical part in a...
And I guess my whole point, to bring it back around, my whole point of asking this question is to say, now that we've come to this conclusion, how torturous would it be? How horrible would it be to be Mr. Tinkles?
To be that cat?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Horrible.
Held in a house.
You're smarter than this.
Way smarter.
You don't want to do this. You won't want to be a part of this structure that you've been placed into.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to get out. I could not sympathize. As much as he's like, I'm evil, I'm like, honestly, what you're doing doesn't sound that evil, quite frankly. Like, you just want to escape this. Okay.
Yes.
You want to stop this madness.
And to be clear, what he's doing is he's breaking like the strong connection between humans and dogs. Like, dogs are only able to do what they are doing to the cats in this universe because they are so closely connected with humans.
Yep.
Right? Like, humans in this case are almost like there's like, you got the dogs on top, and humans are kind of like this like underclass, like, but just underneath, like the administrators, the people who carry out the orders, who are subjugating the cats. And the cats are just like, we just need to break this connection. We need to sever the brain from the body. You know, that like, basically the humans are being used by dogs as like kind of the physical enforcement of the world. They are the people keeping the cats in the houses. They are the people neutering the cats. They are the people, dressing them up in little outfits or whatever. Like that, like the humans are kind of the strong arm of the dog empire.
Absolutely. And he just does not want to do that anymore.
No.
And I think that's pretty fucking reasonable. I have a question about the allergies. Because watching this, I was like, I always thought, and maybe I'm wrong, because like, but I feel like some people, most of the time, if you're like allergic to cats, you can be allergic to dog. Like, I don't think, are they completely separate?
I don't know. I do think you can be separately allergic to cat and dogs.
Oh, no, I'm definitely fucking crazy allergic to cats. Like, crazy allergic. And like, I'll come across the odd dog that will give me some allergy pushback.
Like, I imagine it's probably pretty specific. So I don't know like a ton about like the immune system or how it reacts, but like I understand like what you're allergic to in cats and dogs is like the dander, like basically.
Well, yeah, but I was just thinking, if you solved one, would you not maybe solve a couple other allergies?
Maybe, but like I know like an allergy is like basically it's your immune system identifying something as like a threat or like something that's trying to invade your body, like a foreign thing.
Yeah.
When it's not necessarily. So like that's why people are like allergic to like say pollen.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter that the pollen isn't dangerous to you, but your immune system for some reason recognizes it as something that is, and then overreacts, and that's where you get like the runny nose and the watery eyes and stuff like that, because your immune system's kicking in to try and kill whatever it thinks is there, even though it's a false.
Yes, but I take one allergy pill for whatever. Do you know do you understand what I'm saying? Like my line of logic here. Like,
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I take one allergy pill, whether it's a cat or whether it's pollen or whether it's like it's a response.
Yeah, that's like an antihistamine, which is basically like the histamine is the thing that I believe.
I believe. I don't know. I don't know. We're off now.
Is like that's like the hormone that causes the response. So basically, what you're doing is you're still technically, I think, allergic to it. It's just that you're blocking the hormone that goes in and gives you the allergic response.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe. Fully open to be corrected about that.
Yeah. Okay.
I know allergies mostly from having them.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But yeah, like in my mind, if you have a thing that will cure human allergies towards dogs, I can't imagine, especially in this universe where like we'll just reverse engineer it to give you allergies. I can't imagine that there is any like that it's a subtle adjustment in like protein or something that would make you also not allergic to cats.
Not that matters. That's not so. You know what I mean? I was just interested as like a thought.
That's very intriguing. I hadn't really thought about it, honestly.
I was like, oh, maybe Craig will have a bit of science. I don't know. Yeah, I do like that we arrive there accidentally, because I feel like, not that I think that's how all science goes, but I'm like, I feel like there's a lot of science that were accidents.
Oh, yeah, because the soccer ball gets in the lab and like knocks. Yeah, penicillin, famously.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, I actually think that's a great plot point. I was like, yeah, a lot of this stuff is just kind of backwards. Like, we were trying to study something else and then found this other thing.
Yeah, Ozempic, same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yep, Viagra famously is a heart medicine.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, Viagra. It's like because it's supposed to like dilate or like expand like blood vessels and stuff for like heart conditions and things like that. And then they were like, by the way, like weird side effect. I can have like rock hard erections again. And then the company was like, oh, well, this is
huge market.
This is
huge
way
market.
bigger than our stupid little heart medicine. But there is, in theory, a world where you may still be prescribed by Viagra for a heart condition. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alternative uses, that whole thing.
Very interesting. Very interesting. There's one bit in this movie, and I just need to say this because I don't care how many times I see it. It's great every time. It could be in every movie I watch for the rest of the time. It's a bit I return to and I love, is when somebody's making their own soundtrack. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Is that the Russian cat that does that?
No, I think it's one of the dogs. Like he's like going along the fence, and I don't care. I know it's such a dumb bit to do. I don't care where I see it. It makes me laugh so fucking hard every time. I'm like, this is so stupid.
Staccato piano or whatever.
Yeah, it's just exactly.
Yeah.
Making your own. Because like I'll do that sometimes in my life just because I think it's funny.
Oh, you gotta bring a little joy wherever you can find it. For sure.
It's a bit I cannot get enough of, and I don't care how fucking stupid it is.
Yeah. The one joke I will say that made me laugh actually very hard on this is the cats abduct the family. Right?
Which is not a turn I was expecting. Like,
no.
And again, I've seen this movie a lot, but I haven't watched it in like 20 years. I was like, that's so fucking funny.
And like they just draw them to like an empty stadium.
Yeah.
They're like, it's Chad versus Uruguay soccer tournament, and like the parking lot is empty, and they're like, what? Where is everyone? I guess we're here early. I guess we'll get this. And then they get like gassed and kidnapped. And then this is Jeff Goldblum who's playing the crazy
goateed Jeff Goldblum, by the way.
Just feels like he's having a blast.
Oh, of course.
But there's just this one line where they're all like blindfolded and tied to chairs, and he just goes, "Oh, geez, I wonder who kidnapped us. Do you think it was Chad or Uruguay?"
Yeah.
That's just like, he still doesn't get that it's not a real soccer match or whatever. And the other line was, the kid is super excited about the soccer match. And he goes, oh my God, can we go? Like, it's the best, like Chad has one of the best one-legged forwards that's ever played the game. It's just
unnecessary.
Okay, yeah. They've got soccer player that's one-legged. Yeah. Anyway, it's just very like there's a couple quick throwaway jokes like that where I was like, okay.
Oh no, I think this movie's good. You don't need to sell it to me. I'd watch it again. Yeah, I don't know, a couple weeks from now.
You're like, not now.
Not right now. I was like, it's not a right now situation. It's not Pitch Perfect, okay? Like, good Lord.
It's not a turn on the lights and you go like, press play again. We got to watch that. That blew my fucking mind.
The only time I've ever done that is with my dad, and it was Pitch Perfect, and it was because he wanted to.
That's great.
It's his favorite movie.
I don't think we've ever like watched a movie again right after.
No. Every time I buy a TV, I watch Predator.
That's great.
That's my TV stand where I go, okay, I know that sounds so dumb because it's an 80s movie, but I'm like, how does it look on this TV?
Yeah, that's fair. But that's the standard, right?
Yeah.
And that's the standard that you've held every TV to. So it should look fine.
Crime.
Yeah, that's great. I agree. More puppet villains.
More. That is our stance on this podcast. Yeah. More puppet villains. I will also say whoever that kid's coach is the biggest villain of the movie.
I had that written down too.
The biggest villain of the movie. What is it? The girls' tryouts are on Monday. I'm like, boy, this is a child. Like, also, what's wrong with the girls' team? This is ridiculous. I can't.
Yeah, it turns out the girls were just really good, and so was he.
Oh, yeah.
So they were just like,
it wasn't even a burn. He was just like, you're actually too good for the boys' team. Do you want to do the girls' team?
Yeah.
You can blend right in with them. You're going to be great. No, I think the kid's cute. I'm on board with his journey.
yeah.
I think he's good. It's healing. His mom's a mess. I don't agree with most of what she does. And I think I'm just so, and I know that's the whole point of the movie. Like, we had to set it up like there has to be a reason that they're attacking each other. I just think so specifically to dogs is hilarious. Like, I'm trying to solve dog allergies.
Yeah.
It's so funny as a scientific pursuit.
Yeah. And honestly, kind of maybe one of those things that you can do in a lab in your basement. Like, he's got the sealed door so nothing gets in there. I like, me in this podcast, very much against science in your house. Like, when you're a nuclear physicist.
It shouldn't be Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Yep. It shouldn't be Flubber. Yep. Not at this guy. We got to be in protective gear. We have to be somewhere else, not here. And also, no offense, sir, but you probably shouldn't be running all these experiments on yourself. This guy's just shooting himself up at all times. I'm like, I don't know if that's good.
I do love the bait and switch though, where he goes like, "Come here, dog. I'm gonna do it," and then he just injects his own arm, and then he's like, "Nope, I'm still allergic to you. Okay, bye." Like this movie goes out of its way to show like no cats or dogs were actually hurt. Like, they're fine. They're all good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. The other question I wanted to ask you is, are you pro or against animals in outfits? Because that is a theme. There's a theme of that in this movie.
Okay.
It is what drives, I believe it's what drives Mr. Tinkles to his evil arc.
I have very strong feelings that most animals do not want to be in cute little outfits. Cats specifically.
Yes.
We once got like little bunny ears or something and I was like, yeah, you can try putting it on and he's going to be fucking miserable. And he was, and he knocked it off immediately. That being said, I have seen some videos of animals that really seem to like being in their outfits.
Yeah.
Like, there's one, like a golden retriever that goes around, it like bugs its parents to put like these little like fairy wings on him, and then he goes, and they like are motorized and they flap and they light up, and then she just goes and sits in front of the mirror and looks at herself, like, and you're like, case by case basis is what I'd say.
Yes. I too think that is my answer, because I just love seeing it. It's fun for me. I don't know what that says about me. I do not care. Animals in outfits are cute. And especially when it's like, do you ever see the ones, the dog ones where the whole body hangs under their head?
Yeah.
All day.
Halloween.
No, all day. Love it. Them running in the house. It looks hilarious. I think that just brings me so much joy. But yes, if the animal looks upset, I don't like it.
No.
I don't want an animal to be fighting itself. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe in consent.
I've come around, like, I used to be a guy who's like, don't even put a dog in a jacket or a sweater. Like, dogs are naked all the time. They can wear a collar, maybe a bandana. That's it. I have come around to like, listen, there are some very short-haired dogs that need like a jacket when they go out.
Oh yeah.
And like, that to me is functional and that's fine. And you're doing that for the dog. And then there's other dogs where I'm like, they don't need to be wearing like an outfit though.
Yeah.
But then there's also really funny stuff where someone dressed up a dog this is like a really old video, where they dressed up a dog as a spider. So basically it just had like extra legs sticking out from its side.
Yeah.
And then they called it and had it like, basically had it chase people through this like fake like big web and stuff. And it was just a dog running, but like the legs, and like people freaked the fuck out. I was like, I feel like that dog. Here's the thing. I feel like dogs I can understand when they're having a good time.
Yes. I don't think I've ever seen a cat have a good time in an outfit.
No.
I can't think of one, at least off the top of my head. Maybe you're listening and maybe you're like, no, my cat loves it.
I can see them going to their happy place where they just kind of zone out and aren't really like fighting you.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure they'd ever be happy.
Yeah, like some dogs are like, no, I can't go to bed unless I have my pajamas on. I'm sorry. You expect me, Mr. whatever, fucking Mr. Snuggles to go to bed without fucking pajamas on.
Come on.
What kind of house is this?
Put my hat on, mother.
Yeah. God damn it. I was watching a video of a dog the other day where he had to... the woman had to fluff his pillow a bunch, otherwise he would not go to sleep, and then he needed his eye mask. And I was like, that's
so funny.
That's hilarious. And 1,000,000% something I would do for a dog. If I ever own a dog, that dog owns me. That's what's happening here. What do you want? What do you need? What do you want to do? Like, I'm down. Okay.
I will say, as a pet owner, so much of my mental energy goes to, are you currently comfortable?
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Is there more? Our little cat Mo will curl up in the tightest little orange ball you've ever seen on the couch in a little corner, and snore. You've actually heard him snore. And
yes.
He snores. It's
kind of loud.
It's very loud. We can hear it from like upstairs.
It's impressive, actually.
He hides in one closet and you can like hear him up.
You're like, you can
if
just
you're right
locate him with sound.
Yeah. But like so many times I've seen that and you go, is he comfortable enough? Mm-hmm. It's like
yes.
Yeah, is he though? But could he be more comfortable?
Could he be more comfortable? Is there a sunbeam we can find for this guy?
Yeah, or like maybe he needs to be packed a little tighter with like blankets around him, and it's just like, no, he's on a couch curled up in a ball snoring away. He's as comfortable as he's ever going to be. But so much of my mental energy is like, but can we make him more comfortable?
Yeah.
Can we?
Can we do it?
Can we do it? I need him to be cozy.
Oh, yeah. God, I want a dog. This is, God. Watching this movie was a little tough as somebody that really, really, really wants a dog. I want a dog so bad. Do you have anything else for our villains here?
No, that's everything.
Okay, let's go. What do you got first? You know what? I'm going to start. You always cook with these scales, and I'm so tired of following you. Okay, so I've got the basically animals running the world scale.
Oh, love it.
So from who I think would be the worst at it, which are mosquitoes. Okay, I would not put them in charge. I do not want them in charge.
No.
All the way up to who I think would do an excellent job, which is elephants. I think if we gifted the world to elephants, I think they'd do a great job. But for Mr. Tinkles, I'm going to give him a raccoon. Okay. I don't necessarily disagree. I'm kind of on your side, and I believe there'd be a lot less trash in the world.
Love it.
What do you got?
That's good. Now I'm just spiraling off like, what would the raccoon political platform be? Anyway, I've got the childhood pet scale. So on a scale from sea monkeys all the way up to a pony.
Oh, damn.
I'm going to give Mr. Tinkles a hamster because he's chronically mistreated and it's only a matter of time before it bites the hand that feeds him.
Yeah. Super valid. Yeah. Super valid.
That's what hamsters do. Guys, if you want to support the podcast, we're going to get to our heroes and villains in a second. But first, we want to tell you all about Patreon. Patreon.com/thevillainwasright. It's a monthly subscription service where you get benefits for supporting the artists that you love, and hopefully that's us. And in exchange, you get great benefits. So at $1 a month, you get ad-free episodes. You get episodes out on Tuesdays rather than Thursdays. We also have a tier where you can vote on our audience choice episodes every month. So if you really want a movie to go one way or the other, hop on that tier and let us know what you think. And as well, at our top tier, $7 a month gets you 2 bonus episodes every month. This month, it is Rebecca's pick. She's continuing with bad movies. We're doing Madam Web.
Hell yeah.
Holy sweet Jesus.
Hell yeah.
They did not, the tales of its awfulness were not exaggerated. Let me just put it that way. And guys, if you want to get in touch with us.
As always, you can hit us up on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all at Villain Was Right. If you would like to send us a suggestion. This was on our list actually a few times.
Yeah.
This had been requested a couple of times. If you would like to get your movie into our list, please email us at villainwasright@gmail.com. Once again, we're not super quick on answering them. And by we, I mean Craig. Truly. And by that, I mean I don't answer shit because I'm garbage. Sending an email makes me want to put a gun in my mouth. Anyway, but we read them all, we get to them, and thank you so much for supporting us and listening to the podcast. And now it is time for our heroes and villains of the week.
So I've got a hero this week,
Great.
Which is my fiance Kat. Like not cat, cat. Because it was, as we said, like busy week. We're both exhausted, but we had our 10th anniversary of dating. We are getting married.
You're gonna have a new anniversary.
We're gonna have a new anniversary. Yeah, we went from April 17th to which I always remembered as April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles.
Okay, yeah.
So the yellow jumpsuit or whatever, April, and then she only has 7 teeth. And that's how I remember April 17th. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're now going to 10-4, October 4. So 10-4, little buddy.
Oh, yeah, that one's your slam dunk on that one. Like, so easy.
Yeah, and I was like, how am I going to remember that? She's like, 10-4, little buddy. I was like, oh, my God, so
this
good.
Is killing. There's a whole bit in Bob's Burgers where she's like, it's in their first episode. She's like, how could you not remember? 9 is divisible by 3.
Yes. That's weirdly how you remember this. Anyway, it wasn't. Anyway, so this is like our last anniversary doing this. So we kind of went all out or whatever.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we went to a nice fancy hotel. We went to a very fancy restaurant, and the whole time we were sort of in like a corner booth. So we were like 90 degrees to each other, but like, and then like sort of facing another couple that was also like 90 degrees to each other in like a corner booth. Does that make sense?
Okay,
so I was looking directly at them the whole time and they were looking at me. But like Kat and I were still very close, like shoulder to shoulder. We were talking to each other. And like the whole time this other couple is just kind of like on their phones and, like taking pictures of food, but like just not really paying that much attention to each other. And meanwhile, Kat and I, for almost the entire night, we had like a glass of champagne, and then I ordered like 1 glass of red wine to go with the rest of the meal. And they brought it in the largest wine glass that I've ever seen. Like, this is a fancy place, so they know what they're doing. I'm sure that's right. And I just turned to Kat and I was like, excuse me, can I get the wine in a comically large glass? And then for the rest of the night, we just traded bits back and forth where we go, can you give me a glass that's so big that, and like we just went back and forth for like 15, 20 minutes just doing these bits. My favorite one's me, excuse me, can you give me a wine glass that's that needs its own lifeguard? And then Kat's like, excuse me, can you get me a wine glass that's so big I could trap a Komodo dragon in it, slide a piece of paper underneath, and take it outside?
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. It's like, can you give me a wine glass that's so big that you could melt it down and use the glass as a sunroof for a 2008 Kia Sorento? We're just going back. Like, when I say that we spent like 20 or 30 minutes of our dinner just exchanging bits, and I was like, oh no, this is amazing. Like, fuck this other couple over here ignoring each other on the phone. We get to do this bit back and forth over 1 glass of wine. Fantastic. You're my hero. Happy anniversary. Love you. That's my hero of the week. Yeah.
Oh, that's such a nice story. Oh, you should have gone second. That's so nice. I have a villain, but I have like an old villain. Just because watching this movie reminded me of something that happened when I was like back in the day. I had this roommate who had a cat.
Right.
And it was a cute cat, like, would scratch the fuck out of you, but like, whatever, you know what I mean? And on occasion, she would leave the cat with it. Like, there were like, it was me and another roommate and then her. and she had to leave for a week, right? And we knew she was leaving for a week, and I just kept waiting for her to talk to me. I was like, okay, so you're going to tell me what I need to do for your cat or whatever, which isn't a problem. Like, it wasn't, I will take care of somebody's, you know me, I'll take care of somebody's animal, no fucking problem, especially a cat. I'm like, this will take 2 seconds out of my day, no problem, right?
Yeah.
But instead of, because I asked my other roommate, I went, oh, have they spoken to you about this? And they were like, nah, I haven't heard anything. And I go, okay, that's weird. And then she left. And I was like, okay, like, I don't know where her food is. Like, I don't know what's going on with your cat. I don't know how much I feed the cat. I don't know what I do. Like, obviously, like, something's got to be done with this cat. I know you're going to be gone for a week, so I don't know what's happening. And I noticed, this sounds like an acid trip, Craig. Like, this sounds insane. I can't even, as I'm describing this, I'm just like, what on earth? Because again, you wouldn't have to pay me. Like, there's no problem here, okay? You just need to speak words in my general direction and I will help you. I started going around my apartment realizing that there were tiny piles of cat food hidden all around the apartment, and that was her solution to being gone for a week. Was that this cat was going to find small piles of food around and slowly just eat as it wished, like little corners on the stairs, like a little pile on the windowsill. I was like, I feel like I'm going insane. I was like, that is the wildest shit. Anyway, I ended up just cleaning all that up and taking care of the cat best I could. I was like, okay, I'm gonna like change the water once a day and all, make sure the litter box is okay. Like, I just decided, I'm like, I'm gonna figure it out myself because there's no way this is right.
There's got to be a bag of food somewhere in here.
I literally couldn't even, I don't even think I brought it up with her.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I don't even know how to enter into this conversation. I don't know how to look at you and say these words to you. I just cannot.
I will say, as a cat owner, that is either like the worst thing that you could do to take care of a cat or, again, as a cat owner, the only thing that will work with that cat.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I felt like I was like do things tripping.
No. I would probably go with like, they should do that. But like sometimes you do things with the cat, you're like, no, you don't understand. The way that this cat is, this is the only way.
This is the way this cat likes this or something. But I was like, some of this should have been communicated. Yeah. I don't know. That was so insane. Anyway, nuts. Just this movie reminded me of that, and I was like light villain, like no big problem or anything. Like, and the cat was fine. The cat was fine, and she, in her defense, I strongly believe at the time she was going through it. You know what I mean? It's just like sometimes I think about it and I go, wow, that was something, eh? That's it for me. As always, team, you can follow me at Rebecca Reads on any platform of your choosing. Yeah,
you can follow me at Craig Faye Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and CraigFaye.com for show dates.
Stay tuned next week for another great episode of The Villain Was Right. And this is The Villain Was Right, reminding you to not dress up your cats.
The Villain Was Right was produced by Andrew Ivimey for the From Superheroes Network. For more great podcasts like this, as well as YouTube series, webcomics, and so much more, visit FromSuperheroes.com.